Alright, so I did want to take a moment to at least see if I can find, not even picking them up, just see if I can find where some of the trophies are that I don't have yet. This is a stage where I get the feeling I might be able to find it without too much trouble, because I suspect it's just going to be hidden somewhere on, you know, one of the many platforms that you can go on at different angles. Like, that one on the right there is a little bit out of the way. Could be on a platform like that. Or it could be hidden somewhere crazy. It could be just over the void somewhere or whatever. You never know. Or just like barely hidden under a platform or something. But I'll look around a little bit. It's fun to get a perspective on a stage like this that you normally try to go through really quickly. I'm gonna pretend that happened intentionally, by the way. Irrespective of whether it did. Because it's also just kind of cool to get to explore all the different paths in a stage like this. Yeah, see, you don't really want to come up here at this angle, do you? Start looking up and fall over. Mental image of a small child looking straight up into the sky while they're walking and losing balance as they do so, and just falling on their back. Really specific, perhaps, so I think many of us have seen or even experienced that precise thing at some point. I just was not... I wasn't looking where I was. I just got the impression, oh, there's a platform vaguely in front of me. I should jump at it. When in reality, that was not a good place to try to jump at it. Man, okay, come on now. The point is to just go through and explore the stage, not to try to be super fast and waste a bunch of time by failing to be fast. That part I did just now I'm willing to try to do because I've done it many times. I'm fairly confident I can pull off that little chain of hops I just did. I fear that this thing is sloped. There we go. For instance, over here, like I could drop down to that thing below me. Is there a reason to do that? I should probably explore what's up here first. Like there are layers here. But there are multiple checkpoints next to each other there. That's interesting. I hadn't caught on to that earlier. Yeah, the later portion of this place I just kind of did a wing it on the whole thing, so didn't really get an idea of what's where, how it's laid out. For routing purposes, I'm not sure how much this would inform me, because for really routing a stage like this, jeez. Hard to stay up here. For really routing a stage like this, my god. I need a bit of more of a running start here. I find it a bit hard to tell what's going to be an easier natural path to take, or just going to let me keep all my momentum without actually spending some time trying to move quickly through something. I do have to admit too, the trophies don't exactly stick out in this game, so I think it's also possible to just look right at them. There are cases where it's actually possible, it's actually visible on the level select screen to start with, and you just don't see it. It's possible they want you to do some silly gravity shenanigans or something here to pick up a trophy, I don't know. But I'll at least get a feeling for all the different routes that are here. Over there seems like a place that it doesn't make too much sense to go to if you're actually trying to be fast. Lots of things here. I guess red herrings are a thing you do in a stage like this. There are lots of platforms where it doesn't really seem like it makes any sense to go on them for their own sake. but they're there for some reason or another. Just because they're so far out of the way off to the side or something. This is more my speed most of the time, this kind of exploration where you get to kind of take it slow and actually take in the environment, the terrain, and so on. I think that's a big part of why I do like this kind of trophy hunting. And also I mentioned I like getting to do fun, weird marble physics feats. I guess. Kind of didn't manage to find anything here though, unless it's just like off on the side of one of these or something, which is possible, but not necessarily correct. Yeah. Or maybe they want to do something weird like grabbing this and going backwards. And jumping up somewhere weird with it. Like if you use this right, maybe you could end up upside down on a platform somewhere or something. I don't think I'm willing to actually put in the time to try to do that, but it's a thought. I could see that being what you have to do. Again, I feel like this update, it's apparently called a challenge update. I didn't take the time to read the release notes, but I could absolutely see it being up there if you go up and manage to get on it upside down. They would do that. But I feel like even the new trophies they added, like even just the first chapter in this game, are a lot harder than the prior ones we've seen. Alright, I should spend a bit more time. Oh, this one? This one's not big. So we're gonna find a trophy here. I was just gonna go for more good times. You know, mostly in the sense of getting better rankings on stages, but also in the sense of just enjoying myself too, I guess. But I thought of this stage. Oh yeah, this one is actually quite small. So this could be a good place to look for trophies. Although, having said that, I don't know whether it's worse to try to find trophies in small stages or big stages. Probably big stages still, because there's just too many places to look. But having said that, I'm mostly looking on top of these blocks or something like that. Having said that, though, I guess I just have to look across all these platforms. Lots of the small stages have really crazily well hidden, oh, there you are. Trophies. Real awkward thing to try to pick up. How in the world do I get there? Is there a power-up somewhere? Is there? I don't think there's a super jump anywhere, is there? I think you just have time travel, right? This might go into the, I know where it is and have no idea how to get it category. It's right there, but I have no idea how in the world you want to get that. I guess maybe you could do something weird like, if you went really fast, you could try to like, yeah, bounce off that wall there. It's really awkward. I got a couple of shots, but I'm not going to obsess over it. I'm most happy to have found the thing, that's what I said I was going to try to do. That's not where I need to be actually, hold on. Take me back. I need to get on the right platform in the outer ring here, of course. Exciting music as nothing happens. Kind of like that. I think if I did it really quickly... Give me one shot of doing that really quickly, like slamming real hard into the wall. And if that doesn't get me the the trophy, I'll quit. I need to get on a better platform for jumping off of than that, one that's not so icy. Pretty certain we have less icy platforms to start on. Is it impossible to not jump to the outermost ring from anything other than ice? Just this, like, it's not a lot to work with. I need to know when it's coming up though. Kind of like that, but, you know, better. Come on, come on! Darn ice. Ice and centrifugal force together are a painful combination. Ah, kind of like that. Yeah, if I gave it a couple more tries, I could get it, I'm certain. But I won't obsess over it. Confluence, I suspect you just have to drop onto something in the right spot. I always forget you can move the camera here. Like, one of those, you know, like brownish gray areas that look like you're not supposed to walk on them, or roll on them. Pretty sure it's gonna be one of those. Olympus, it's too big. I can't look for it on here. Tangle, I don't know. Strasser's also a bit big for my taste. Curious how many places there could possibly be a trophy here. I expect after this to spend the entirety of the next episode working on getting better times instead, after having spent this whole one on trophies. At least it wasn't me just trying the same trophy over and over. I'm instead just, you know, finding them. Suspect it might be something like this. Going on some area like this that you're not supposed to be able to go on this way. And nothing I can see from here is where I'm supposed to be, apparently. No. I could see it being something like that at some point, or maybe the underside of one of these that I'm on right now, that you can reach for another angle after having rotated the stage a bit. Oh, come on. These things are a little tight to get through. Yeah, they don't give you a lot of clearance. I guess the way they're shaped kind of incentivizes jumping to get more clearance. I can drop down there, but that's actually right side up as it is, so that's not really useful, I don't think. Oh yeah, we have these things. Ugh. And here I was thinking I could be all leisurely about it. My expectation is that you want to drop onto one of these sorts of things. And you really have to line up your jump if you want to land on something small, not just because, you know, you have to land on it in a very precise fashion, but even more so because if you are adjusting in the air when you land, you're going to end up flying off the side, flying hitting the ground. Yeah, so my best guess right now is still just that you have to land on the side or bottom of some platform, and the trophy will be there. But I'm not seeing where yet. Okay, those go different directions. I think this is a different side than I went on the first time I went through this stage. Anything else I can see from here? I mean, it's not a particularly different angle I'm looking at the world from than just a minute ago. all things considered. It's kind of funny, I have to look at everything from every angle, imagining what if this direction was down. This stage feels very Kotorimpa to, you know, wear out an old cliche of me comparing things to Kotorimpa in this game. But I like that. Kotorimpa had its fair share of tangles like this, kind of. It didn't obsessively use the gravity mechanic, but it did use it a bunch. Yeah, I'm not seeing it anywhere. This also doubles as decent practice, I think, for going, darn it, through this stage to try to get better time afterwards, too. So it's not time that's totally wasted, even if I don't find the thing I'm looking for. There are also kind of different places I can go from here. Oh, I see. Those jumps are actually just kind of shortcuts. Interesting. So if I want to be more consistent and I have a hard time with those jumps, I could actually just not do them. Noted. Also, I could perhaps jump from over there to here. Would that be more efficient then? No, actually, I don't know if you can avoid a jump. One way or another. I don't see the star trophy. Oops. Well, not really. I'm all the way back here, jeez. The last vantage point would be the very end of the stage, though, if I can get there. And then get back up to the goal. Feels like something out here ought to be where this darn trophy is. I'm not seeing it. It must be in some corner I'm just not seeing, but I'm not sure where. I doubt it's out here near this platform. Here I am, like, getting a big view of the thing again. And I'm not seeing anything. I see a bunch of time travels. Yeah. Huh. Okay. So, next time we'll go back to trying to get good times on things. I might start with this one just because we could probably get a good time on it now after some practice. See you then.